We saw the players' reaction of delight at the end. What's yours to that victory?
Of course, it's two extra points if we lost, if we concede a goal towards the end. Eric, of course, it's a fantastic block he makes at the end. To be fair, I didn't enjoy the last 10 minutes that much because I think we should have seen the game out in a better way. It seemed like it was a cup final or a last game of the season. So we need to learn how to play out games better when we're in the lead. We've shown that when we're chasing a goal, we're capable of doing that.
What did you like about your side tonight?
Well, we created chances. I think it's always going to be a physical game. We know that they've improved massively and they give us some challenges, and there was a few times in that box that you were a bit worried. We didn't stop the crosses well enough, because when they put crosses in the box they're always dangerous, but we made some fantastic blocks, some saves. Delighted with the 3 points, obviously.
First goal in open play this season for Anthony Martial. What's he got to do to get more?
Well, keep playing as he did today. Get on the ball, link with the players and be in between the posts. He's had chances all season, and maybe his confidence has had a knock a little bit earlier with the sending off and some niggles he's had, but now he's firing and he's getting better and better.
From a coach's point of view, was it a poor goal to concede, the manner of it?
Yeah, obviously you're never happy with when you concede a goal, and when you concede a free kick, just get back on the right side, organise straight away. You can't open up the passing lanes, that's for sure.
Paul Pogba, you talked recently about him recovering his strength and getting over the illness that he suffered. Did we see tonight that he's back to full power? Yeah,
he's getting better and better, getting fitter and fitter, and I think he played well today. Sometimes, you know, they are a physical side. They are very. There was loads of challenges, one against ones, and Paul's one of these boys that can hold players off and get hold of it for us. Maybe not just Paul. We were too keen on playing the killer pass because we know they're going to drop off, and there's other spaces standing behind them that we should have used.
I can see you sort of analysing it as you're talking about it, but in many ways, was this not simply a very good victory over a very good team?
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm delighted with 3 points and very happy with the performance. But there's always things that we need to improve on, and it's early on in the season, and we shouldn't be too carried away with 3 points. And like it's not a cup final yet, but those 2 points extra, they are important.
Yeah, and they made life difficult, didn't they, towards the end, Aston Villa? He said he didn't enjoy the last 10 minutes.
No, so credit to Aston Villa. We said before the game, you know, this isn't a fluke. You know, you look at their team on paper, Aston Villa, and they've got some exceptional players. They finished last season really strong, from being in a position that you think, wow, they can't get out of this. All of a sudden, they had a great end to the season, and they've continued that this season. Some terrific players. They're giving everybody a good game nowadays. And as I said before the game, I still think they're the one team of any team in the Premier League that are punching way above their weight this season.
You heard him talk about Anthony Martial there. We had a debate about whether Marcus Rashford was down the middle or not prior to the game. Just his second Premier League goal of the season. What will that do for him, Phil?
I was actually surprised with that stat. I didn't know that stat before. Obviously, it was said in the interview there. He's someone that needs to score more goals, needs to score 10 to 15 goals a season.
17 he got last year.
Yeah, I think he needs to be up that mark for United to have any chance of winning the league. He can't just rely on, say, a Rashford or a Fernandes to score the goals. He needs to be hitting those types of figures. I think I'd like to see him to be a little bit more ruthless. This was a really good finish. It was a good ball from Wan-Bissaka, but the guided header was really good, and hopefully now he can get a run of games, a run of form, a run of rhythm. He looks fitter. And I want to see him go on a run now, scoring goals.
We asked the question, didn't we, about the full-backs before the game and how were they going to get forward and whether they would get forward, because they certainly haven't enough this season. But Wan-Bissaka created one or two good opportunities in the first half, and of course one of them led to a goal.
I know we were joking about the table and New Year's Day and all the rest, but in all seriousness, there is hope for those United fans. They haven't been in this situation for several seasons approaching the halfway stage?
There is massive hope because of the run of games that they're having, because of the wins that they're having, because everyone else in the league, because City are down in 8th position, even though they've got 2 games in hand, because people are slipping up like Tottenham and Chelsea, it gives everybody massive hope. And when you see Liverpool dropping points against teams below them that you think they're going to win, then that helps United's confidence and belief. But Ole and Bruno have said it, still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Still so many points. You see Tottenham go on a run, then they lose 3 or 4 games. Chelsea are losing games at the moment. That'll flip. Maybe in February it might be United's turn. It's just how you handle them blips that I think will decide who'll be the biggest challengers.
Philip, Michael, thank you very much indeed. 2 winners so far in the new year, Manchester United and West Ham United. Good night.
Another penalty for Manchester United and another 3 points. Guys, they made hard work of it, but they got the job done. And by the way, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
And football's back, because that was a prop, by the way.
No, and how on earth did it happen that Man United are now level on points?
No, they're not teams.
They're level on
joint
points.
top.
They're second
Oh,
on.
They're joint.
They're second on.
They're joint top.
They're second on.
They're joint top.
We have actually
What
been
a
having
game
this
of
debate all
football!
evening.
What a game of football we've just witnessed.
I know.
I thought Villa
Really
were
good.
tremendous. I know United spanked Leeds a couple of weeks back 6-2, but I thought that was one of their best performances this season. I thought Martial, I thought Pogba, Rashford, Bruno. I thought they played some good stuff. Bailly defended really well at the back, and it felt like when you were watching that game, the tempo, the speed, and the quality. It felt like football is now back.
Leroy, everyone sort of, it seemed not too long ago, last year, that everyone was having a go at Manchester United. Their form, maybe slightly blinded by what has happened in Europe. They're joint top with the champions.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, joint top, are they?
No, they're second. By the way, they're second.
Just said joint top. You spent an hour in the green room saying...
Convinced him. They're second.
Yeah, right, yeah.
They're second. Do you know what? Everybody's saying he's proved everybody wrong. He hasn't. There's still a long way to go. And as we've seen, this is a very, very tight league. I mean, if Man United are joint second and West Ham are joint fifth,
It's about 7 clubs joint fifth.
Yeah,
exactly, joint fifth. So, and that just shows how tight the league is. So, but look, the football was exhilarating. They beat Sheffield United and Leeds in great form. I thought this was their biggest test against Villa. I thought Villa played really well as well, by the way, and that's what makes for a great game of football. This was a great game.
Pogba starts
it off, and Wan-Bissaka's. This was his best attacking performance. We all know how well he can defend, and it's nice to see Martial score a proper centre-forward goal.
He's got to get in there. When he scores that goal now, Martial, he's got to know he's got to get in that 18-yard box a lot more.
He has, and Jack Grealish, I mean, he was outstanding, wasn't he, Don, throughout the game.
Ran the show.
Good finish as well to get 1-1. And then the game was in the balance because Villa really did dominate. The start of that.
That's not a penalty.
I don't think that was a penalty.
Not a chance.
Poor defending, his starting position.
No, his starting position's poor, but it's not a penalty.
Both of you agree with that, Leroy?
I did. Look, you had to analyse that so deeply to see that he got a slight clip on his feet.
Just a clip
and
there.
for the referee to see that, I'd be really disappointed as a Villa fan to see that given as a penalty. But as soon as it was given, you knew that Bruno Fernandes was going to stick it away. I mean, look, he's been outstanding in 2020 and he started 2021 in terrific form.
And this was a chance right at the death.
Oh, they
Penalty?
came close.
I tell you what, it's one of them in real time. I thought that was a penalty. Couldn't quite see it. It's one of them where you need a replay to try and be conclusive. But again, United march on, didn't they? Another 3 points on the board, and they're scaring Liverpool the way they're playing.
Unbeaten in 10 games. And if we've just got to talk about Bruno Fernandes, because he's just so important to this Man United side. 30 Premier League games, 33 goal involvements.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? I think 17 goals. So it's like he's changed the. We always talked about Man United before Bruno Fernandes came there that Pogba didn't have anybody to play with. It's because he's so much better than everybody else. But Bruno Fernandes has gone in there, and all of a sudden everybody's improved around him. His attitude is terrific. It's not just those 33 goal involvements; it's what he's doing on the.
See the name on the list there
well.
underneath him, Cantona.
Wow!
I sent out a tweet a couple of weeks back, chatting to a few Man United fans across the world, and I asked them the question: who's had the bigger impact on your club, Cantona or Bruno Fernandes? And a lot of the romantics went for Cantona, and rightly so, because he was a genius. But I think Bruno's getting very close to him. And you see by the graphic there, he's
very close.
Cantona's won leagues,
He hasn't won anything yet.
No, he has.
He hasn't won anything yet, Don.
No, but what I'm saying is what he's done for his team. This Man United side were going nowhere before Bruno got
absolutely. But I think it's got a long way to go before.
I don't think it's got a long way.
Before
I think that graphic shows you there. Look. He hasn't got a long way. He's ahead of him.
Stats there, but look at what Man United won, and when Cantona left, look at the legacy he left behind as well. We're talking about years, not just.
This guy's been there 6, 7, 8 months.
11 months.
11 months he's been there. He's had this amount of impact.
Yeah, but it's not. You can't
Give him 5 years at the football club the way he's going.
So we've got 5 years to wait. Then that's what I'm saying. We've got 5 years to wait. Look, he's had a great initial impact.
I think you're being harsh.
No,
I think he's been sensational.
11 months.
I mean, Don,
he's been sensational.
Don, you said you'd been harsh, but Manchester United, in Leroy's eyes, are second.
Yeah. And Bruno's been sensational.
Well, do you know what? I'll tell you one thing. There is no doubt they have been consistent, but will they continue that consistency? If we look ahead to their next 6 games, there is one date in the diary that all Liverpool and Man United fans have locked in, and that is the 17th of January, where Liverpool are hosting Manchester United. What a game that's going to be. How significant do you think that will be in the title race, Don?
Very. I do. Let's just hope it's not a 0-0. Because this fixture over the years...
We always build it up.
I know we build it because it's so big, and it's one of the biggest fixtures around the world, certainly in the Premier League. And the managers and the team certainly respect each other. But the way the league's unfolding at the minute, in my humble opinion, I think it's a 3-horse race. I think Man City will come with their games in hand. I think United and Liverpool. And Liverpool have brought the chasing pack in dramatically with their draws against Brighton, against West Brom, Newcastle. And the way they've been playing Man United, they are relentless at the moment. Ollie was saying they were consistent. I don't think they were consistent about a month and a half ago when they were losing goals left, right and centre. And then they found a way of showing character and winning games coming from behind to give them a belief, give them the confidence. And I think you can see, I think Ollie, what he is, he's a confidence manager. You know, when he's down, he's a little bit down and he's looking at his side. When his team are winning and they're consistent, you can see it in his face. He was upbeat there, he was smiling, he was quite chirpy, he looked very relaxed. And the way they're going at the minute, Man United fans, they must be loving life because they're certainly improving dramatically from where they were 18 months ago.
Yeah, I just think the one thing that will be different about this game with Liverpool will be Man United's approach to the game. Because in recent seasons, they've gone into this game thinking, and rightly so, that it's going to be very difficult for them to get a win. But at the moment, looking at the way Liverpool are playing, even though they're top of the league, their injuries that they've got, they will feel, and I hope they do, approach it in the way that they've been playing in these previous games. You know, you look at Sheffield United, Leeds and Aston Villa, think, oh yes, you know, it's not Liverpool, but Aston Villa put on a really good performance today, and they were tough games. And I just feel that if United approach it in the way that they've been playing, that they will give Liverpool a real run for their money, and there's no chance it will be a 0-0 because this is the Man United everybody's been screaming and asking for. And they go up against a Liverpool side who are just, even though they're top of the league, by Liverpool standards, they are struggling a little bit at the moment. And so United have to make sure that they approach the game and do not go into their shell against the Liverpool side, who I think at this moment in time might be there for the taking. We'll
continue that Liverpool chat a little bit later on because I've got a theory about where they are and what's going to happen. Anyway, there was another game. It's the New Year, but it's same old Premier League. We have 2 games on New Year's Day. A Don Hutchison derby, Everton, West Ham.
Can't lose, can't win. It's one of them, isn't it?